But Chael, we spoke about this 2 weeks ago, and now my concern level is even higher. This dude was seen in Australia last week still, and he was shaking the hand of Drake as Drake went on stage.
I just had this argument with Daniel Cormier, Alex Pereira, to stick around, stay in Australia, walk onto the stage with Drake for a performance that he was happy. And it's a problem where you are buckled down. No matter how you feel right now, no matter how you feel when you accept that invite to Drake, no matter any of those things, there will be a moment just before you make that walk and you will ask yourself, do I deserve to win? Have I done everything possible to make sure I do win? And if that answer is not yes, you will know it in that moment, and it will bite you in that moment.
The MMA community goes off on Alex Pereira for partying with rapper Drake just before his fight with Magomed Ankalaev. Daniel Cormier raised concerns about Alex Pereira's focus, questioning why he's still in Australia just 2 weeks before his fight with Ankalaev. He emphasized that Pereira should be fully focused on the upcoming bout.
But Chael, we spoke about this 2 weeks ago, and now my concern level is even higher. This dude was seen in Australia last week still, and he was shaking the hand of Drake as Drake went on stage for his concert. One, Drake constantly loses millions of dollars betting on people, so you kind of don't want Drake to bet on you because he doesn't have the greatest track record for winning. But what is Pereira still doing in Australia, Chael? He fights in 2 weeks.
Chael Sonnen expressed concern over Alex Pereira's preparation, contrasting it with Stipe Miocic's focused routine. He pointed out that Miocic's consistency in training and schedule made a huge difference, unlike Pereira's current situation.
It's concerning to me. I mean, the whole thing is very concerning. One of the reasons I love Stipe as a fireman is Stipe was able to lock down. The UFC and everybody else respected that schedule so much that he slept in the same bed most nights. He was eating the same food, training with the same people, having the same coaches. It's tough on the road. You can get that training session in, but it usually involves a treadmill at the hotel lobby. Maybe you and your coach clear a little bit of space, even in your room, you do a mitt workout. It's not the same. That training is not the same. Meanwhile, you got Ankalaev is doing no media, no tours, and he's locked down in the Caucasus regions in the mountains. I think that it's relevant.
After having an argument with Daniel Cormier, Chael Sonnen expressed concern over Alex Pereira staying in Australia to join Drake on stage, admitting he might have done the same, but warning it could hurt Pereira's focus before the fight.
I just had this argument with Daniel Cormier, Alex Pereira, to stick around, stay in Australia, walk onto the stage with Drake for a performance that he was happy. And it's a problem. It would have been very difficult for Alex Pereira to turn that down. Like, if Drake makes that offer, I'm probably staying an extra day and I'm going on stage with Drake. That's me fighting every urge that I have right now to bury Drake and tell you what a dork he is.
Sonnen emphasized the importance of consistent training, explaining that athletes must ask themselves if they've truly done everything to deserve a win, or it will impact their performance.
If you have practice, that's called practice. Training is something totally different. You gotta go to practice every single day. Then you will mark on a calendar where you are buckled down. No matter how you feel right now, no matter how you feel when you accept that invite to Drake, no matter any of those things, there will be a moment just before you make that walk and you will ask yourself, do I deserve to win? Have I done everything possible to make sure I do win? And if that answer is not yes, you will know it in that moment, and it will bite you in that moment.
However, in a viral clip, Alex Pereira is seen with Drake exchanging a few words. Pereira was later seen standing in the crowd while other spectators seemingly took selfies with him.
Who is that? Oh, that's your cousin. That's a good ass cousin. Shout out to your cousin. Give her and her cousin some free tickets for them all night or something. Hey, that's a good ass family right there. I want to say this. Hold on, wait. Before I go too.
Alex Pereira is set to face Magomed Ankalaev, and the MMA community is eagerly predicting the outcome of the fight. Youssef Zalal backed Pereira, stating that Alex is definitely the right pick for this fight.
Bro, I gotta go with my boy Pereira, bro. That boy. Man, left hook, chomp.
Islam Makhachev believes Magomed Ankalaev would have an easy time taking Alex Pereira down if they fought.
10-0.
Then why has nobody done this to him in MMA? He doesn't know.
Put him on Ankalaev. Yes. Put him against Ankalaev.
You think Ankalaev take him down?
Of course. Easy.
Jan Blachowicz took him. Jan Blachowicz is a wrestler.
Okay.
Jan Blachowicz is a wrestler.
Okay. Ankalaev, Jan Blachowicz, what happened? How many times Ankalaev take him down, hold him 3 rounds there?
Stephen Thompson chose Pereira, praising his dominance and his ability to mentally break opponents.
You gotta go Pereira, dude. The dude's so dominant. He's so dominant. He beats guys before they even step out there, I think. I mean, you saw it against Yuri Prohaska, and he beats him with his Brazilian magic.
Joe Rogan commended Ankalaev, recognizing him as a dangerous fighter on an impressive winning streak with only 1 draw against former champion Jan Blachowicz.
He's supposed to be fighting Ankalaev. Ankalaev is very dangerous, and I think he's the #1 contender, and he's been on a winning streak for a long ass time. He's only got 1 draw, and that was to Jan Blachowicz, who was the former champion. So he's like at the top of the heap, and he's been waiting for a title shot for a long time, but he's been talking a lot of shit.
Alex Pereira warned Ankalaev that if he doesn't back up his words, he will humiliate him, emphasizing that he's serious about making Ankalaev pay this time.
You know, if Ankalaev doesn't back up his words with action, people already know how I humiliate my opponents. Sometimes I joke around and all, but this time, I'm really gonna mess with this guy to the fullest. Let's see if his words mean anything.
Magomed Ankalaev just said one thing as a warning to Alex Pereira that he should stop running from him.
Alex, stop running away from me.
Cody Steele voiced his support for Alex Pereira, stating that he likes Alex and hopes he gets the victory.
I like Alex Pereira. I think hopefully he can get it done and then he wins that fight.
John Wood praised Pereira's power and pressure, saying it makes him unbeatable until someone figures him out. After seeing Pereira up close, Wood now expects him to retain the title.
Until I see the chink in the armor for Pereira, he's got to that status where you don't bet against him. I wouldn't. Until I see somebody figure out that puzzle of how do I deal with that power and that pressure, and then obviously seeing him up close and personal, he's kind of got that thing that Rob has where maybe the stuff doesn't look so pretty until you see it and see how he makes it work. Holy shit, like, you know, being cage-side changed my perspective on Pereira and how good he is, you know, so I think he's walking out of that with the title still.
Phil Baroni doesn't believe Magomed Ankalaev stands a chance against Alex Pereira, especially if Ankalaev limits himself to a stand-up fight. He's confident that if Pereira is in top form, Ankalaev can't win.
Do you think Magomed has a chance to beat Alex?
No. Especially if he will fight in, like he said, he will fight just in stand-up. If Alex will be in his shape like in the last fights, 100% no.
Jan Blachowicz thinks Ankalaev needs to adopt a more aggressive and confident mindset to beat Alex Pereira. He believes Ankalaev will lose if he fights too passively and focuses too much on defense.
If Ankalaev will fight like his last fight with Rakic, he's gonna lose the fight. You know, he need to do something more. He need to be like, you know, I don't know, but he was like, you know, he's a good fighter, but it's not enough for Pereira in this kind of style, you know.
Right.
He need to change. He need to be like, you know, more. He have to believe in that what he doing. You know, I think he don't believe. He just want to win the fight, but don't take too much punches. You know, he is very careful. This is what he's doing, and I think this kind of way fight with Pereira will not work.
Blachowicz also admitted he would have favored Ankalaev in the past, but now he leans towards Pereira as the more dangerous and likely winner. He questioned whether Ankalaev could bring a better version of himself to this fight.
Pereira,
he said the same before Rakic that we're gonna see like a new Ankalaev, but you know, everybody see this fight was a very boring fight. I almost go to sleep. Maybe he will start saying same, yeah. And he will, you know, fight again, like, you know, very boring style. So
If you had to pick though, if they were fighting, would you pick Pereira right now, or do you think Ankalaev?
right now Pereira, like
Okay.
you know,
Jiri Prochazka believes Pereira will win if Ankalaev sticks to his word and only fights in the stand-up, adding that failing to do so would show Ankalaev isn't true to his word. He also noted that Ankalaev's strongest skills are on the ground.
If Ankalaev will keep his word, because I'm the man who's taking a word seriously if you say something, and he said he will fight with Alex just in stand-up, and if he will keep his word, I think Alex will win. Even if not, that will just show he's not the man of the word. So and I see his like most power, most biggest side in on the ground.
So what are your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comment section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.